Benny Hill was once one of the most recognizable figures in global television comedy, celebrated for his fast-paced slapstick, wordless humor, and unmistakable musical cues. For decades, his show entertained millions with sketches filled with chase sequences, exaggerated physical comedy, and cheeky satire. Yet beneath the laughter and international success, shifting cultural attitudes were beginning to challenge the foundation of his style of humor. What was once seen as harmless and playful gradually became controversial in a changing media landscape. This rewritten account explores his journey from humble beginnings to television stardom and the controversies that eventually surrounded his legacy. Early life and family influences. Alfred Hawthorne Hill, known professionally as Benny Hill, was born in Southampton, England, into a working-class family with surprising ties to performance traditions. His grandfather had worked as a circus clown, while his father ran a surgical appliance shop, blending practicality with echoes of show business in the family background. Hill's early education did not point directly toward entertainment, but he showed adaptability and curiosity in various jobs. These included working in retail, manual labor, and transportation roles. Each experience later contributed to his comedic versatility, giving him insight into everyday characters that would become central to his sketches. Wartime service and performance training. During World War II, Hill was conscripted into military service and trained as a mechanic within the Royal Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. His duties also included truck driving and operating searchlights, roles that demanded precision and discipline. He later joined the Combined Services Entertainment Division, which provided performances to boost troop morale. This transition proved pivotal, as it introduced him to structured stage performance under challenging conditions. Performing for soldiers helped him refine timing, audience awareness, and adaptability. These skills became essential to his later television success, where precision in comedic delivery defined his unique style. Early career in radio and stage. After the war, Hill entered the entertainment industry through radio, debuting on popular programs that showcased comedic and musical acts. His early appearances quickly gained attention for sharp timing and expressive delivery. Radio provided a foundation for experimentation, but success was inconsistent, with some performances resonating strongly, while others faded quickly. Despite setbacks, he continued developing his comedic voice, blending traditional British humor with influences from American performers. Stage work also contributed to his growth, although critical reception varied. This period of trial and refinement ultimately prepared him for the visual demands of television comedy. Transition to television and breakthrough success. Hill made his television debut in the early 1950s. Just as the medium was becoming a dominant form of entertainment, his ability to translate radio humor into visual comedy proved highly effective. In 1955, his own show premiered on the BBC, marking the beginning of a long-running television success story. The format combined live sketches with pre-recorded segments, allowing greater creative flexibility. Physical comedy became his trademark, supported by exaggerated expressions and rapid scene transitions. His use of sped-up chase sequences and recurring character archetypes quickly distinguished his work from other comedians of the era. Signature style and recurring comedy themes. The Benny Hill Show developed a distinct comedic identity centered on physical humor, visual gags, and minimal dialogue. Recurring sketches often featured chaotic chases involving police officers, eccentric characters, and exaggerated misunderstandings. Background music, especially the famous instrumental theme, reinforced the playful and fast-moving tone. Hill frequently used visual exaggeration, such as sped-up footage, to heighten absurdity. His humor drew heavily from music hall traditions, emphasizing broad gestures and situational comedy rather than complex narratives. This style made the show accessible to international audiences, helping it achieve widespread popularity across language barriers. International fame and cultural impact. By the 1970s and 1980s, the show had become a global phenomenon, broadcast in numerous countries and admired for its universal comedic appeal. Its reliance on physical humor allowed it to transcend language differences, making Hill an international star. Audiences were drawn to the simplicity and energy of the sketches, which rarely required translation. However, as popularity increased, so did scrutiny. Critics began to question whether some recurring themes reflected outdated social attitudes. Despite this, the show remained a staple of television programming for many years, continuing to attract large audiences worldwide. controversy, and changing social attitudes. As cultural norms evolved, especially in the late 1980s, aspects of Hill's comedy began to face criticism. Scenes involving exaggerated portrayals of women and suggestive humor were increasingly viewed as inappropriate by modern standards. What had once been accepted as lighthearted entertainment started to be seen as objectification and outdated satire. One particular sketch, involving a parody setting with glamorous contestants, became widely discussed as an example of shifting boundaries in comedy. These criticisms were not isolated, but reflected broader changes in public expectations about representation, humor, and television responsibility. Decline of the show and cancellation. The growing controversy contributed to declining support from broadcasters and changing audience tastes. Television networks began reassessing content that relied heavily on visual suggestiveness and stereotypical humor. Although the show still retained a loyal fan base, its style was increasingly seen as out of step with contemporary programming standards. Eventually, production was halted, bringing the long-running series to an end in 1989. The cancellation marked the close of an era in British television comedy, highlighting how rapidly entertainment can be reshaped by cultural transformation and shifting audience expectations. Conclusion: legacy of a complex entertainer. Benny Hill remains a significant figure in the history of television comedy, remembered both for his influence and for the debate surrounding his work. His ability to create universally understood visual humor helped define an era of entertainment that reached audiences across the world. At the same time, his career reflects how comedy is deeply shaped by cultural context and how shifting values can reinterpret even the most popular programs. While his show is no longer on air, its impact on television history and physical comedy continues to be studied and discussed today.